Hey everybody, it's Tom Bullington here with InMotion Realty. It's Wednesday, March 9th, 2022. Hard to believe it's March 9th. For me, it's just the year is going by so quickly, which I guess is great because it's going to start getting warmer here. And we'll get to the weather in a second, but I wanted to talk to you today about two things I think are of particular concern out there in the real estate market. First of all, like we mentioned yesterday, it's very, very tight, and there just are not many homes available on the market, which is bad news for buyers, good news for sellers. Yes, interest rates are still low, but if there's nothing out there to buy, you know, you can't take advantage of those interest rates. So the two trends that I see happening here lately are number one, waiving inspection, and that is a buyer comes in, and in order to get a good chance at actually getting the offer accepted by the seller, they are waiving the inspection for the home. Now, this has worked for a few of my clients. Full disclosure, a few of my clients have waived the inspection. It's kind of their choice. It's their prerogative to do that. They're driving the car. So if they want to waive the inspection on a house they're about to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on, that's their prerogative to do so. As a professional real estate agent, as a professional realtor, as a homeowner, as someone who's been around a while, I don't recommend it. I do not recommend waiving your inspection on a purchase of a home. I recommend definitely getting an inspector in there and having he or she look at the home and look at the roof, look at the utilities in it, look at the pipes, see if there's anything amiss out there, check out the furnace, all of that type of stuff, and see, and the electrical especially, see if you're getting a quality home prior to actually waiving the inspection and then going pending. So if you're going to actually waive the inspection, yes, there's a seller disclosure statement that comes with the home, but the sellers could be hiding something, which, you know, does happen. Or they may not know about something, more than likely, not know about something that's going on with the roof or the furnace or things like that. It could be leaking gas. It could be whatever might be happening. That's why I really definitely recommend to all of my buyers out there, get an inspection. Don't leave it to chance. Get an inspection. And it's, you know, it's 400 bucks. I mean, the inspectors I use typically are about 400 bucks, something like that. If they come up with something. Also, if you're concerned about radon, it's a good thing to get a radon test and get that mitigated. Pretty much the sellers are going to be giving the mitigation system as part of the deal. So if you can negotiate that, I definitely recommend getting an inspection. The other thing I really am amazed at, and this is a byproduct of the very, very tight market we're under. The other thing I'm very amazed at is sight unseen offers. So if someone is shopping for homes, there's not much available, maybe they're desperate, maybe they need to get a home, or maybe they've just fallen in love with the pictures that you've put online as an agent, or, you know, as a seller. Basically, I always make sure I pay for my sellers, my listings pictures. I have professional photographer come in, and we make sure that I cover the cost of my photography for all my listings. Just something I put in there. A lot of agents, some agents don't do that. I definitely make sure that we contribute toward, we pay for all the pictures that are taken of all of our listings. But anyway, so if the pictures are on there, if there's a virtual tour or whatever it is, and you get a buyer and he or she buys the house without actually having been in the house, and then sometimes they'll waive the inspection. You're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a home that you've never seen, you've never been in, you've seen pictures of it, You know the basics that are in the listing, but you've never been inside of it. And then you're going to be waiving the inspection on it. To me, again, I represent buyers. I represent a lot of listings. I would not recommend buying a house that you have never seen before. Especially you're dropping, well, any amount really. Would you buy a car? Maybe you would. I don't know. Would you buy a tract of land that you've never seen? Would you buy a house that you've never seen? You're spending $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 or more. You've never seen the house. Don't recommend it, guys. So just something, these two things that are really coming up a lot: waiving inspections, and then also buying homes that you've never seen before because the market's so tight. I know the market's tight, but you have to do due diligence. This is not just a, throwaway type of purchase or something. This is not a TV set. This is a house that you're going to be living in with your family. You want to make sure it's something that you like. You want to make sure that you've seen inside of it and that you get it professionally inspected. Just my 2 cents as a realtor. If your realtor is out there and he or she is telling you to go ahead, waive the inspection, go ahead, buy a house that you've never seen before, I would ask some questions of your realtor, and I would push back on that a little bit, just personally. So some agents are fine with that. I'm not. I very reluctantly will let my buyers waive an inspection. I really try to get them to get the inspection. So if you're getting the vibe here, get an inspection. If you're going to buy a house for $500,000 or whatever it is, you want to make sure you've been inside of it before you actually buy it. So, okay, the weather. And the weather is as crazy as the market right now. Sunny and 26 today. It's Wednesday, March 9th, like I mentioned. The winds are from the west at 16 miles per hour. So we have a wind chill of about 6 degrees actually this afternoon. It's very crisp. It's very clear outside, but it is cold. So dress accordingly. 6 overnight, and then 29 for a high tomorrow for your Thursday. Everybody, mid-50s next week. Can you hold on? Mid-50s. People are going to be in t-shirts and shorts. They shouldn't be, but they will be next week, mid-50s. Leading up to that, we're going to have 30s and 40s and then mid-50s by the middle of next week. So hold on, guys. And then, like I mentioned, daylight savings happens on Sunday. So we're getting there. Spring's coming. It's Minnesota, though, so it might snow again a lot. Who knows? Okay, sunset tonight, 6:09. Sunrise tomorrow, 6:32. Again, if you'd like to talk to me about waiving an inspection or buying a house without even seeing it, or if you have another perspective on that, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear if you have actually purchased a house that you've never seen before. Give me a call, 651-402-6356. If you're thinking of selling, now's a good time. You don't have to call me. You could call another agent, but I'm just saying, now's a really, really good time, guys, to sell your house. Get it on the market. It'll go fast. 651-402-6356 on the web at tombullingtonhomes.com. Have a great Wednesday. Bye.